bathroom was prepped, and that part took the absolute longest. Let me just say that when you are trying to uninstall things, it can actually be harder. This is the paper towel, the toilet paper roll, and I needed really tiny Allen wrenches for that. That came out okay. The ones we had trouble with were, this is where the hand towel holder was, and that was really tricky. We had to do some videos to figure out how to take the, I don't even know what they were, but they were in the wall. And then we've just been patching really big holes. And so this took a while. You've got to do your spackle, you've got to do it sometimes twice, and then sand. So basically it's all ready now for me to start painting. The walls have been washed, everything's been swept, wiped down, and I'm just gonna sit down and start working on it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint the trim the exact same color as the wall. This makes painting really easy because you don't have to worry about cutting in a really fine line. I'm just gonna go over the woodwork and the molding on the bottom. We don't have any on top. And I'm hoping that this paint is nice and thick and I can get just two coats will do the job, even though this is a really dark color. So here we go. La 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 la.
You could tell it hurts her because her ears are like completely behind her head.
I think it was up between these two here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it was in the center. So come over a little bit. We did the center. Oh, it's so good looking. Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I hold it?
Yeah. You sure that's the center? Okay.
Okay. And scene. Oh, it's nice. Oh, I like it. Oh my god, it matches the wall completely.
It's on purpose.
It looks so good.
You sure you want to?
I don't know.
I think it'll be too crowded.
I don't know. I don't think I do now.
Yeah, I think that's it right there.
I mean, that looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
Would I have hung it higher though if that was the case? No.
No.
No, that would have been weird. I just really, I see the glass bottles. It'll hold a bunch of glass bottles, right?
Oh, yeah.
That kind of looks cute with the ducks too, but I don't think that's what I'm doing. I think I'm just gonna do the glass bottles. Yeah, I mean, in my mind, it was a series of shelves with the bottles, but
Minds can change.
well, and I won't be able to put like really tall things in the bottles if I do that, right? Maybe you could hold it on top and I could see it. Well, I have been just itching to show you this bathroom renovation. And I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And finally, I'm just gonna show you because I didn't even clean it. I'm just gonna show you what we did. Because I think it's gonna take me a while to find something for this space that you'll see in a minute. All right, well, the lights have been replaced. I love them when they glow like that. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm gonna keep it off because I think it'll be easier to see the details. So I'll just point out a few things. This mirror we found at a flea market. It's the statement piece. It's how everything else was put together. The only thing I had before the mirror were these lights. And I had another mirror that I already had that I thought I was gonna put in here, a big mirror, but just rectangle. We were gonna refinish the wood and it ended up not fitting in between the lights. So we went to the flea and we found that. It is huge, gorgeous. I think, well, the guy said he thinks it's from the 40s. You can just see the detail work is just exquisite. The lights are actually ordered from Amazon. The towel hooks, so let me get over here. These are hooks that I found on Etsy. They're a mid-century modern hook. I have 2 of them. The towels are just from IKEA, and I thought they kind of matched the color story in here nicely. I'll probably switch them up seasonally. This was a light switch plate that had 2 of these, and Dave cut it out so that it would fit onto here. It's a vintage kind of bronzy copper light switch plate. And then I just added what I had in my collection already. We had to get that one, but we already had this one, a little bit more bronze and the other one's more copper. And then I've just been going to thrift stores looking for the perfect art, and this is my absolute favorite. You've got a rose, a tulip, primrose. It's just beautiful when you see it next to the mirror, which will be a little hard to do, obviously, with this, but it works so nicely. Down below the sink, we kept the same sink. I would like to replace the faucet with a bronze faucet, but there's no rush in that. These are some fake tulips I found at a thrift store, and I just tucked them in here, and I tend to keep a couple toilet paper rolls over there because I don't have storage in here yet. So for now, it's just fine. This is a vintage rug that I had ordered on eBay. I've had it for a long time. It's not the one that I want in here. The one that I want in here is being cleaned right now. It's a very long, skinny rug. It got some mold on it, so we're gonna see if we can deal with that. Let's see. So here's the second hook. I think they're just gorgeous. And then I put this wooden rack in here, and I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna hang on it. I've been kind of popping my hats on it for now. But I like that when more of it is exposed, so I may only do like, you know, one hat on one side. That might be better. Something like that. This is just another piece of art from a thrift store. And you'll see it just kind of ties in when we go over to the curtain. This is a vintage Indian sari material that I just tied up onto hooks and then knotted on the side. You don't need to put the shade down in this bathroom. You don't need to put the blind down, but I really like the way the curtain hangs and looks. Usually this second piece of material is tucked up there. There you go, you can see a little better now. It's just tough because I can't stand back enough to give you like a full view of the bathroom, so it's just like little pieces. So this was a dark navy wall that I changed to stoneware from Benjamin Moore. One of my favorite color, whites. And Chloe gave these to me as a gift from, I think she found them on Etsy. And then we'll stand back. The toilet really isn't part of this tour, but here's the back. So this is where I was trying to decide, what do I want to do? And right here, these will have something in them. Right now, I'm just storing toilet paper because the beautiful bronze toilet paper holder keeps falling off. So Dave has to secure that in a new way. So that will, this will probably have some plants in it. Then I found this at the thrift store. Again, it's like from the 1970s. It's nail art. And it said Grandma's Kitchen. And the kids were like, what are you doing? And I said, don't worry, just wait. It'll all come together. Now, I've had this box, I think it was a drawer from something, for a long time. And when I saw the mirror, I couldn't believe how well those two things went together, the detail on the mirror and that box. So here we go. I did a video on changing the art that was in that picture frame to a vintage wallpaper that I've had for probably a decade. And I've just kind of popped things in, little collections, little things here and there. The duck collection Dave got me for Christmas from somebody from Craigslist. So I have an affinity for collecting these wooden ducks, and so he got me somebody's collection. I think there were 5 or 6 of them in the collection. I had already had this one that I found at a thrift store, and they all just go together so beautifully. I have 2 bronze candlesticks that are from England. I have a little cheapo bud vase that I found at a thrift store. This was from Etsy. I can't remember what country it's from. And then for now, I just popped the amaryllis in there. But again, that will change seasonally. I expect to have lots of flowers in here at some point. Another thrift store find. You can see I'm kind of going for that flower theme. Plant that tolerates really low light. I've talked about these before. This was the Scindapsus that I showed you could trim and then tuck the stems back in to make a fuller plant. It's doing really well in here. I just tend to forget it's here, so I do need to remind myself to water it. And then I just put it in a colander. And I just bring the whole thing out and water it in the sink. A beautiful like wooden plate that I found at a thrift store. You see the theme here, right? I just love thrifting. A frame from the thrift store that had an ugly picture in it, and another picture from a thrift store that was in an ugly frame. And then now it works and just goes together. And then I think, so the only other thing to see that's in here is this stool. This is an old stool, and I put a couple more of the ducks on there, and then it's just holding that toilet paper dispenser while we're waiting for it. I so wish I could show it to you in one, but it just makes such a difference. We really love it. It makes the room just seem so beautiful and way more connected to the house. So when you come out, you are, greeted by, I still have to do the trim here to make it the same color as the wall, but once that happens, it will just be this seamless color story happening that then will go extending into the kitchen. Okay, the real rug is back in the bathroom. Is that beautiful? That was also an eBay find. There's our little sweet friend. And I will sign off for now saying thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you.